Alright, so we got a package here at Revamping History. Let's look inside of it and see what we got. Alright, so it looks like we've got a stack of Salem, Ohio postcards here. Looks like we've got quite a few of them here. Well, maybe we should go through them and see what all we got here. We'll kind of be doing this blindly, so if anybody knows or recognizes any of this stuff, feel free to chime in the comments. See, we got one here showing Ellsworth Avenue in Salem, Ohio. Let's check it out. Yeah, we got some writing on this one. I went to a lady up in Youngstown, sent from Salem. Yeah, this will be cool. We'll go over all these again. A little more fine tuning. Got the hospital there. Definitely an old image of the hospital. It's changed a lot since then. Let's see what we got on the back. A blank one. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh yeah, the post office. This looks like this could be an older one as well. Post office in Salem is definitely way different nowadays. Maybe a different location? I'm not quite sure. Let's see what we got here. Got the First Presbyterian Church of Salem, Ohio. Yeah, different one here, more of a smaller postcard, but a nice glossy photo there. Real nice one. Got the ME Church there in Salem, Ohio. Let's see what we got. And another blank one in the back. Still really cool though. We'll go through all these again a little more in depth sometime. See if we can get any more info off some of these. Yeah, going to the same lady again up in Youngstown. So this was 1909 on this postcard. Got some age on it there. We got Edwin Coppock's memorial. Yeah, that's there in Hope Cemetery there in Salem, Ohio. Yeah, definitely check out our documentary about the Underground Railroad in Salem, Ohio. We touched briefly about Edwin Coppock and some of his involvement with John Brown and some of the abolitionists during the 1850s. Again, a blank one on the back, but yeah, definitely a cool one there so far. That's an awesome one. What else we got? We got the Home for the Aged Women in Salem, Ohio. This is a nice spot. The place is still there, I believe. Another blank one here. And again, if anybody there has any additional info on any of these cards, feel free to chime in the comments. We got the Brooks residence there in Salem, Ohio. Definitely one of the nicest residences there in town. Blank on the back again. Alright, so this is going to be the Pennsylvania Depot Railroad train station there in Salem, Ohio. See at the back, another blank one. Pretty cool. It got a horse with a carriage, showing some of the age there. What else we got here? Hope Cemetery image there in Salem, Ohio. Definitely a nice cemetery out there. Been out there quite a few times filming and taking pictures. Well, here's a cool one. This one here, Strawder Brown. So we got a few of his items. This might be a new one for the collection. I'm not sure if we have this one or not. Blank one on the back. Let's see. Yeah, old Strawder Brown. It's going to be a character from Salem. It's going to locate there. Yeah, awesome one. Yeah, maybe one of my favorites so far. Several favorites here though. What else we got? Another one here about Grandview Cemetery. So a different cemetery there in Salem, Ohio. blank one on the back, but really cool. This is definitely quite a few new images here for us here at Revamping History. Grandview Cemetery, another one here. That's pretty cool. What else we got? Another one here for Hope Cemetery. Same one that had Edwin Coppock. Oh, this is a cool one. This one has some writing on the back here. Looks like it went to maybe Richwood, Ohio. Not exactly sure where that's at. It's a cool one there. What else we got? Entrance to Grandview Cemetery again. A nice big deer there. See the back, see it, blank one again. It's got some age. This one actually the same as this last one here. We got a black and white version of it. Definitely with some writing on it. Looks like this one's going to be 1906. Yeah, pretty cool one. Nice stamp still on there. And again, we're going to go through all these again, a lot more thorough, to try to get more information off. Another one there, Hope Cemetery. You may have seen that image already. Alright, this is a cool one. This is the inside of St. Paul's Church there in Salem, Ohio. That's going to be the Catholic Church. Really big church there in Salem. Getting sent somewhere in Brilliant, Ohio. So maybe Jefferson County. Is that what that says? There's a decent amount of writing there too that we definitely have to go through and decipher all that. Yeah, nice stamp again on there. Yeah, it's a real cool one. Look at that, another St. Paul's Church. This will be the outside of that church that we just saw there. Of course, like there's been major change since this. And we got the high school. We got a couple of them here. Yeah, Salem High School. Going to maybe Miss Hazel Brown. Nice stamp there again. Real cool stuff. What else we got? Cash Register Company there in Salem, Ohio. And a blank one on the back. This one looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely recognize this place, I believe. R.K. Thomas at Metzger Home. They're on Lincoln Avenue. Salem, Ohio is in 1931. That's pretty cool. A lot of these places have changed tremendously. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's another place on McKinley Avenue. Going to Farmdale, Ohio. Going to Adetchen. Wonder if that's any relation to Matt. You know, he does a lot of work with the genealogy and old books and stuff. Yeah, Salem, Ohio, 1910. Pretty cool one. Got some writing on it. We'll definitely go through that some more. We got the Carnegie Library there in Salem, Ohio. Yeah, going to a person in East Cleveland, Ohio. It's pretty cool. A lot of writing on this one. We'll definitely have to go through again. I'll try to get more info off of that. We got here. Broadway looking south at Salem, Ohio. This is definitely a new one. I've not seen this before. Got the horses taking a drink. They get thirsty, working hard. blank back. Tollerton's Park, a little bit different here. We got some writing in there to go through that again. See what the back's got. Going to a Miss Gertrude Detmering, maybe. Probably pronounced that pretty wrong. Over there in Canton, Ohio. So yeah, 1905. This one's got some age on it. Really cool stamp there. Yeah, so lots of different types of cards in this batch. We're on Lincoln Avenue, South, Salem, Ohio. Yeah, things have definitely changed a lot since then. $1912. Stamp on there. Got some cool writing on the side. This is cool. The entrance to the country club there in Salem, Ohio. Blank on the back. Still a pretty cool one. Yep, entrance to Centennial Park. Real nice little picture there. Cool park, still operating today. With the blank back. We got the lake at the Salem Country Club. Nice one there. All kinds of writing on this. See, it's going to somebody in Worcester, Ohio. With some extremely small writing. We're definitely maximizing their space. Stamp. What else we got here? Another Lincoln Avenue one here, looking north. There in Salem, Ohio. Let's see here. Got the high school there, which this is probably not the high school anymore. I believe this is the part of Kent State University building now. Blank on the back. We have a different looking one here. The residence of Dr. A.W. Schiller there in Salem, Ohio. Yeah, nothing on the back. Pretty sure this is already blank. This one's had some little bit of damage to it, probably some water, moisture getting into it. Lake and Bathing Beach at the country club there in Salem. Nice colorful looking one here. Let's see what the back got. Yep, blank one. Yep, there we go. A shot of Ellsworth Avenue in Salem. Blank back, but it's nice. This one has a little bit of some company info. Moore and Reeves, 29 B-Way, probably Broadway, there in Salem, Ohio. Dry goods, carpets, rugs, suits, cloaks, and notions. Alright, got the Elks Temple. Nice big building there in Salem, Ohio. With a blank back. What else we got here? Got the First M.E. Church there on Broadway. This church is still there. There's a blank back. Yeah, if you've never visited Salem, Ohio, definitely make it a mission to visit the next time you get a chance. Tons of history. Got the First Presbyterian Church there in Salem, Ohio. With the blank back. Alright, so we got the Central Clinic Hospital there in Salem, Ohio. With a blank back. Alright. The Carnegie Salem Library. Yeah, definitely visit Salem this summer. See all the different historical sites. Take the trolley tour. Yep, Salem, Ohio, afternoon in the library. It's kind of a cool image there. Blank back. Alright, we've got the National Sanitary Manufacturing Company in Salem, Ohio. Yeah, we got a nice one here going to somebody out there in Worcester, Ohio. Nice little message again. Alright, we got the high school building. They're saying out in Salem, Ohio. A big building that one was. And this one was sent to somebody in Washington, D.C., Miss Sadie Taylor. This is actually postmarked from Pittsburgh, 1912. What else we got? It's coming down to it. We got the high school building, Salem, Ohio. Going to East Palestine, Ohio. 1906. And somebody has removed the stamp on this one. Alright, so we got what they call the new high school building. Going to I think that says Canton, Ohio. 1910, nice good message there. Yeah, lots of info on all this stuff. We'll definitely be going through all this again more thoroughly. The home of the Buckeye Engine area, Salem, Ohio. Blank back. And another one here of the high school building there in Salem, Ohio. Again, going to a person in Canton, Ohio. 1907. Awesome stamp. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching the new postcards that we got here at Revamping History. Keep an eye out for the upcoming project that we have that we'll be definitely using these as part of. Until then, rock on.